Hello there, my name is Alpha Brian. I'm your loving and faithful host in Tibanja, and in this platform we'll talk about every introspective topic about mental health and life in general. So let's get into a first segment, the journey to self-discovery. Many of us spend our lives searching for this big answer to this big question of who am I, what is my purpose, and what makes me happy. But the journey to self-discovery is very difficult, and actually sometimes we might be faced with obstacles, doubts, and fears that make it difficult to find our true selves. But in this episode we'll dig deep into the topic of understanding what it truly takes to find ourselves. So self-discovery is a lifelong process that involves getting to know ourselves in a deeper level. And actually, this journey is very challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. It can help us have the greater meaning and purpose in our lives. And some of the ways to embark in the journey of self-discovery includes journaling, meditation, taking it to a therapist or a mentor, and trying things that push us out of our comfort zones. It's important to approach this journey with an open mind and coming from a place of willingness to learn and grow. So segment number 2, embracing our unique self. Actually, all of us have a unique talent, skills, perspective, gifts that makes us who we are because God created us differently. But it is not always easy to embrace our differences in a world that often values conformity. In this segment, we'll explore why it's important to celebrate our individuality and how unique we are. Embracing our unique selves means accepting and celebrating our individuality, including our quirks, our flaws, our differences, and our uniqueness. Discovering your purpose involves identifying our values, strengths, and passions and using them in a meaningful way to impact the world. And it's never too late to discover our purpose. And it's okay if it changes over time as we grow and evolve. I don't know how to say this, but how do we know what we're meant to do? Sometimes we see people who have achieved things and who are living according to their purpose, and people who are doing amazing things. Actually, I have a friend of mine who he's an actor, he's an amazing actor, and he has his own movies in Netflix, and he's doing an amazing work. And when we meet with a squad of my friends, we get actually to share whatever we've been doing and this and that. And I remember one time when we were sharing it was last year, about December, we were sharing what do you appreciate about this year, which is 2022. And one of my friends, I don't want to mention her name, so she said, I really appreciate God for life and for giving me the breath that I have, the strength that I have, and I don't have big achievements like you guys. You're in Netflix. The other guy was in real estate, and you're closed deals with amazing clients and this and that. And it got to me that sometimes we compare our small achievements, no matter how small they might be, with other people's big achievements, and you don't know what those people went through so that they can get to where they are. So in the journey of finding your purpose, please do not, and I say please again, do not compare yourself with other people, because God has created us differently, and God has a plan for us, and God knows what we're supposed to do. So if you really need to find your purpose, I would highly suggest you go to God, because He's the one who created you and He can never mishandle you. And actually, it's good to experiment with so many things, but find that one thing that when I wake you up at 3 a.m. you can do it perfectly. Actually, it might be as silly as washing dishes, as cleaning up, as tidying up. Most of you guys actually might say, oh, I have an OCD, or I'm obsessed with cleaning, or I'm obsessed. It might be as silly as something really small, but you never know where God has hidden your purpose. So pray to God and find that thing that you really love doing the most, and focus on it and push it. And though you might find so many people who discourage you, and let me tell you something, let me give you a quick tip. I'm sorry to say so, but the first people who will discourage you from actually getting to understand your purpose and getting to explore into your purpose might probably be your best friends or your family, because they do not want you to lose anything in your life. They don't want you to cry, they don't want you to fail, they just want something happy for you, and they want to see you thriving. So they will do everything possible to make sure that they won't see you in a point of discouragement or failure or something like that. But remember, from the last segment that we said, we should do things that gets us out from our comfort zones and getting to understand what we can do to find our purpose and our self-identity. Discovering our purpose involves identifying our values, our strengths, our passions, and using them to make a meaningful impact in the world. It's never too late to discover our purpose, and it's okay if over time it changes as we grow and evolve. Some ways to find our purpose include reflecting on our values, beliefs, and exploring different career paths and hobbies, and seeking out opportunities to make a positive impact in our communities. Our purpose doesn't have to be grand or lofty or big. Even small actions can make a big difference in the lives that we live. The best way to know that you found your purpose is when you have capitalized on it, because when you make money through what you love doing the most, I think that you're living your life. I'll use my sister as an example. Actually, my sister is a chef. Shout out to her. Her name is Melvin, and she has an amazing company called Melly's Kitchen. It's a catering company, and she's doing an amazing job. She loves cooking, and since our childhood, she has been the chef of the house. We all know how to cook, but she's an amazing cook. And I can sometimes go to sleep over at her place, and I could see the joy that she has when she wakes up in the morning to start cooking and delivering meals to people. And it's such an amazing thing, and I would love to see such joy within you guys, and telling me that I found something that defines me. I found something that makes me feel happy. So segment number 4, the power of self-love. So self-love is essential to our well-being and happiness. When we love ourselves, we are better equipped to face with life's challenges and pursue our dreams and build meaningful relationships. In this segment, we'll discuss how self-love is important and offer tips and strategies to cultivating our lives. So self-love is so fundamental in our lives. Loving yourself. Self-love involves treating ourselves with kindness, respect, compassion, and recognizing our own worth in our lives. We are better equipped to handle life's challenges and pursue our dreams and form healthy relationships with others. You can never love any other person better than how you love yourself. The Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself. So that means before even you love the other person, you should love yourself. And I'm not saying that you should be selfish. There's a difference between being selfish and loving yourself and having the self-love. So some ways to practice self-love includes setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and reframing negative self-talk into positive affirmations, and just saying that I'm not enough, and I'm not this and that, I'm not equipped, I'm not better than them. Actually, when we self-sabotage ourselves, we kill ourselves. And that's why you find some people who are very successful, they have positive affirmations to themselves. So self-love is not selfish. Again, I say that it's an important part of maintaining our mental and emotional well-being, and it allows us to show up at our best selves for others. There's a certain confidence and self-confidence that you have when probably you don't have all the money in the world, you don't have everything in the world, but when you love yourself and you dress yourself good and you work out and you read and you pray and you take care of yourself, there's a certain self-confidence that you have, and it actually shows. You might not know, but subconsciously it really helps you. Actually, when you go to people, when you probably present something, when you're there and appearing before people see that this some beautiful energy that you have within you. So it doesn't start from your clothes, it doesn't start with your hair, it doesn't start with your face, it doesn't start with your body or your size or anything. If you love yourself the way you are and you're working towards being better and getting into a better place and shape in life, it helps you a lot to find your self-identity. And I would love to say this last thing as we wrap it up. Remember, our self-identity is not always something we find once and for all, but it's something that has a process of growth and exploration. As we go about our lives, let's take time to reflect on who we are and who we want to be in life and how we want to live this life. And so as I leave you in this self-introspective question: what is that one thing that you can do today to embrace your unique self and move closer to your purpose? Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring. Goodbye for now. Peace.